Welcome back to I About Said the Broke Boy Podcast. It is not the Broke Boy Podcast anymore. It's the of course show. Why? Because I say that a lot. But I mean a lot. I say it. Every time I'm helping someone out, I'm always saying, every time I say, oh, thank you. I'm like, oh, of course. Oh, just a saying I like to say a lot. So I decided that I'll start saying it. Because I don't know. I guess it's just my saying. Sorry if it sounds like I'm talking a little bit quieter. I made sure to, bump the sensitivity lower. Excuse me. Yeah, I made sure to bump the sensitivity lower just so it's not, so damn loud. I can get fucking loud sometimes. But good morning, everyone. And also, since I used to always do Sundays, I'm gonna do Mondays now. Instead of Sundays, that was the Broke Boy Podcast. Now for the of course show, it's now gonna be Monday mornings. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Monday morning. Maybe still do like 10, 11. Maybe do 12 p.m. Central. Sorry for that pause. I was drinking some water. But anyways, whenever this episode comes out and whenever you guys are listening to it, either good morning or good afternoon. We can go ahead and see what the weather's going to be like, here in Lincoln. Let's see, does it tell me tomorrow? Oh, look, we got a red flag warning. I don't give a shit. Well, Monday morning, or just Monday all day, the highest it's going to be is 67 here in Lincoln. And for the Panhandle listeners, the people who live out in the Panhandle, I'm going to go based off of Minutair, my town. Oh, you fucking lucky ducks. It's going to be 74 over there. Assholes. Y'all got it lucky. Y'all got that nice crystal clean weather. Fucking luckies. I wish we could have this fucking weather. It's always nice to have that nice, good, clean weather. So yeah, how's everyone's morning doing today? And interestingly enough, I know I've been saying, oh yeah, I got the test to do, the real estate test and whatnot. But surprisingly enough, I had at work. I work at customer service. So I was talking to this one lady who came in, and she said she could hear that I was very passionate when I was speaking. Very, very passionate, and she could hear that I had plans and whatnot. And so I told her, yeah, I need to take the test. It's 150 and whatnot. And she told me in my face, she was like, I'm going to give you $150 right now so you can go ahead and pay for that test. And I felt so bad. I did not want to be accepting her money because I just don't like to be accepting money like that. If it's for a service I provided, sure. But if it's just because, no, I felt super bad. However, she insisted. She's like, I see how passionate you are. I see that you're very goal driven. I see my kids in you when they're passionate on my stuff. And I see my younger self since she said that I believe she wanted to be an astronaut. And I think she got a kid, and then got married. So she had a husband and kids, and I believe she got another. So starting basically a family. And so she was saying that because of all of that, she was like, yeah, I mean, she's like, don't do the same mistake I did. I mean, it's not like she made a mistake. It was just more so she was just saying, don't do what I did because I don't want you to then regret it. And that's, because she's like, I don't want you to be older and then regret, oh, you should have just kept taking the test. Oh, you should have just kept doing this. Oh, you should have kept just doing that. And she's like, I don't want you to regret it. Whatever you're doing in life, I don't want you to be regretting it. And I told her, I'm like, I think about that a lot. Like, like when I had the opportunity to get into real estate, I'm like, I don't want to miss the opportunity. Like, the opportunity is there. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I was gonna do real estate, but I decided not to. No, it's not what I want to be doing. It's not the mistake I want to happen. And so, yeah, she was saying, I see my younger self in you, and I see, my younger kids in you too. So that's why I was still kept refusing to accept the money. So what she did, she took the money, put it in a card, gave it to my manager, and had the manager hand me the money, hand me the card and the money and whatnot. And the manager didn't really know what was going on. He was just like, "Oh, well, lady told me to come get you this. I don't know if it's a birthday card. It feels like a birthday card, but I don't know. Lady just told me to come get you this." I was like, "Oh," and I didn't want to tell him because technically, at work we're not supposed to be accepting any kind of money, and well, not even money, anything, whether it be candy, like anything, a water bottle from strangers. We're not supposed to get anything from customers because they see it as bribery, especially money. And so then, at first I thought she was just bullshitting. On my break, I went to my car, opened it up, and sure enough, there was $150. And her phone number, and her name was Angela. And so then I was like, holy shit, like, no way she just did this. And I counted out exactly 150. Went to the ATM, deposited into my account. They read it all, 150. And so then I texted her since she put her number down. I texted her, I told her, and I'm like, hey, like, you did not have to do that. Like, I'm super grateful, and I feel super bad that you gave me the money, but you did not have to do that. And she was telling me that, that what I just told you before. And, I just told her, I'm like, I just want to come get you a hug. I'm so grateful that you just did that. And obviously, I mean, I think she was like heading to Arizona, but I was just like, damn, like, I can't believe a stranger just did that just because she sees how passionate I am. And I am. I mean, just because, just because I see the money in it, I'm just like, I'm only in it for the money, man. I don't mind making my $4,000 to $8,000 commission checks. I'm only in it for the money. I mean, anything anyone does, obviously they're in it for the money, obviously. But I'm just like a helpful person, like, and I love looking at houses. I know I read an article where it said, where if you told someone, well, I just love looking at houses as one of your reasons why you want to be in real estate, they're like, that's not a good thing. But I'm not saying it's just because, it's like, why do you like real estate? Oh yeah, I love looking at houses. I'm not saying it because of that reason. I genuinely like to. Like, every time I enter someone's house, because, when I deliver with Uber or with Instacart, every time I'm delivering, I'm like, man, this house looks nice. Just a little cleanup, little fixing here and there. They can sell it on the market for really good. Or they can even Airbnb it or have it rented, make some crazy amount of profits. And I look around, I'm like, wow, I'm astonished. Because what I do, my girlfriend hates it because she's like, oh, we're looking at more houses. But what I do is, when I have the time, I'll go around the nicest neighborhoods that I can find in Lincoln. And since I work in Gretna, I'll go around Gretna, Elkhorn area, Gretna, West Omaha, and Elkhorn area to look at, just the neighborhoods, the houses, just so I can have that feeling of, man, one day I want to be owning one of those. And I've spoke to people on, why do you want to own something that big and that expensive and have cars and whatnot? Like, it's because I'm not a materialistic person. It's not like I have to have that. Obviously, you don't have to have that. But since I'm just something I've never had, I want to feel accomplished. And not only feeling accomplished, excuse me, but just something in me, because I know I can do more. I don't want to just get, and no, I'm not hating on anyone that just gets a simple house. Like, that simple house is probably much better than any of those bigger ones. But I just feel like I have more in me. Like, I want to show more. I want to prove more. I want to prove to my parents, look, I didn't go to college, just like, every 18-year-old that graduates high school supposedly needs to. Like, I know I didn't graduate college. I know I moved out at the age of 19. Obviously, you guys don't know, I struggled a lot over here to, learn the real world, whether that be financially, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Like, I did all that. And look at me. I got out of that. Even on days where I just thought, well, this is my life. This is how it's going to be and whatnot. Nope. Look, I got out. Like, I'm proving it to you right now. I got out. Look at me. And it's just kind of just something I want to be doing. And even as much as I don't want to say it, but let's say I don't get to prove to either one of them or both of them or just one or the other. Even then, I still want to be looking up in the sky or going to my dad or mom's or parents' grave and saying, hey guys, like, look at me. I did it. Like, unfortunately, you guys weren't able to see me do it and for me to show you and do everything that I wanted to do. But look at me. I did it. And so, yeah, that's just kind of my character, just like what I want to do. And so that's why being in real estate, I'm going to be my best for the clients. I'm going to, do my hardest, because I also want to mix it in with content too, not just market it and just hope buyers or I can get sellers' attention. I'm gonna make some content out of it. I'm gonna do a house tour video with it, probably make it into a TikTok as well, and obviously market it as well, and not just on one platform. I'm gonna do it, disperse it everywhere, because I want to show my clients, hey, look, I care. My seller clients, when I'm a listing agent, I'm like, hey, look, I care. I care about selling this home because I made a video, I made a tour video out of it. I'm doing all this, like, I genuinely care. And then when I'm a buyer's agent, I will genuinely care about my buyers too. Like, I know with, like, because you can do like buyer's gifts. Hold on. Now you can do like buyer's gifts where your buyer bought a house, so then you just give them a little basket of goodies, whether that be a basket of like some like shampoo and then some towels or like some pillows or blankets or whatnot. No, I can do that, but then also listening to my buyers, and that's also what I'm good at, is listening. So when I listen to my buyers and whatnot, and not only listen to their needs of the houses they're trying to find, but also in their life, how's your day? How are your kids? Oh, your kids in English class? Oh, how good are they in English? Do they think of going to college? And if they do think of I shouldn't put it that way, but just like, do they plan on, what are their plans after graduating? Just ask them simple questions like that. Because if let's say the son wants to be a graphic designer or a programmer or something, and I might gift him like a high-end laptop. Say, hey, look, I care. I heard your kid needed that. I cared. Here you go. Or I'm not gonna be spending like a fuck ton on gifts, obviously. But yeah, just like that. It's just like, oh, you bought, you bought the house, and you guys are gonna start a family. Let me go. Let me get some baby products for you. Maybe a baby monitor. Let me get some baby products for you. It's just something like that. So yeah, that's just kind of how I am. How I am. That's kind of just what I want to do. And so yeah, that's really all I got to talk about right now. So hold on, guys. Uh, no, I'm gonna add it. Don't worry. But thank you guys for listening, staying hydrated. And I'll see you next Monday now.